I would just drop. It's not worth it. If this is not, you don't want to display yourself to be something that you're not. That's what you're doing now. So you have to be mature enough and grown enough to say, man, peace out. I don't do this.
Ooh, this deeper. Ooh, because before this, now hear me out. I looked at him last night a different way. I looked at him last night as, come on now, Uncle Edwin, I know you ain't showing up and you know for her. But to hear her say, I'm coming up as a friend, and if you don't want to look like something that you're not, you need to get down. And that goes to my mind is saying how TikTok is going to spin it. Mm-hmm. It is what it is, but she's telling Edwin right now, the way it's fixing to go, you need to get down. And as a friend, I'm telling you, get down. So I don't know which way she was protecting her friend, her words, nobody else's. But we do want to stick to the facts in this case because Edwin has been now since what I heard last night. I looked at him different. But like it is what it is. I was like, man, he done showed up at this woman's house, done got her address, done did this and did that. But I have to now say I'm like this because she just said my friend.
Yeah, and that's why I was gonna say, and ma'am, I don't know you, but if he just popped up, showed up, gave your kids something, whatever the case may be, got your address, that's still a step in major boundaries. How are you still a friend with him to the point where he got your phone number?
Exactly. Some lines are blurred here, and some truth is being missing. The whole truth ain't being told.
And a phone number that she obviously answered because she came up right after you said
I'm gonna listen to all the clips. We're just stopping and going like we do in preliminary.
I hate that one-sided stuff, man. Like, and that's what a lot of people on here do. And ladies and gentlemen, both of y'all, everybody gotta watch it, cause people will bait you in, act like y'all cool, act like it's a mutual friendship, and then they'll make it seem like it's one-sided. They'll make it seem like you are overbearing. They'll make it seem like you are over welcoming yourself and everything like that. People, I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch these people.
Yeah. And I do get it. I'm paying attention to the comments that says she had him blocked, that she's afraid of him. I'm going to have to hear that evidence. Those are allegations. I have not heard anything right now that will make me sway to say that she's afraid of him. I can't put that out there on him without evidence. I'm sorry. Right. So I can't do that. That's not the way I'm going to do that. What I hear is a woman saying, my friend. So we do have to hear it all because it might be down the road. Hey, he scared me to a friendship. But I would have led with that. And there is a such thing as a first. I would have led with being afraid before I said this is my friend. That's just me. We will hear more. Let's get into the recording because, again, this is preliminary, which means we might be speaking this early, if that's okay to say. This is good to me, though. Bop the screen. We should be at 300K. Come on, y'all. Mano. I see. Yeah, some people say they're not so sure. She sounds as if she's protecting him. Lolo, I'm with you when you're right.
But if you're not, this is what you're going to get. Ain't no telling what else you're going to bring up on you. So what I'm saying to you is you have to make a decision and a choice for your life.
He's right here. We get them 48 more pennies. So 48 more days to go. 48 more days to go. 40 more days right here.
So I hope that he receives it from you. But because the thing is, I get what you're saying, T-Time. But I could never do that. I get what you're saying. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. But see, this is why I say, like, you can mess up relationships with good people when you don't.
Yes, Kevin. She said, I get what you're saying, T-Time, but I could never do that. Can anybody elaborate? So he didn't ask her do what? I do need to clarify do what.
He was speaking about, go ahead, Gail.
No, go ahead, Mermaid. Go ahead. You got it.
She was speaking on the fact that if someone asks him about it, he should be, he should say, like, well, yeah, that happened. We chopped it up, talked about it, and we moved past it.
Right.
Versus where we are now, because this is what she was trying to avoid. This right here.
So she was basically saying, I could never do what they're doing to you, Edwin.
Right.
So get, get down.
Almost like get down, because this.
I think that
get down. Let's not talk about it.
I think that there was some type of invite. It was some type of invite because I don't see him just going all out of his way to just pop up at her house, and there was no indication that he was welcome one way or another. It might not have been a direct welcome, but
He's gonna admit
something. It was.
He said on AJ's live that I believe it was AJ, and if I'm wrong, somebody in the comments correct me. But he said on AJ's live that he did text her and say he was coming, but when they said, did she respond? He said yes, and they asked what the text was that he did not provide that.
Come on,
right.
Edwin. Come on, Edwin.
We're going to hear it in the recording. He's going to admit to crossing the boundaries.
So y'all pick up. Let's get into it.
I see the fact that you crossing boundaries of the people that you say and acknowledge were good, but they say, okay, you know what, I gotta remove myself from you, or I gotta not align myself with you because you don't respect a boundary that I set in place. So, and when you tell a person, hey, you cross boundaries a little bit, that person can say, well, bring people forth to prove it. And I say, well, you cross my boundary. That's you. I don't cross any other boundaries. So then another person come in the comments and say, well, you crossed my boundary. Well, that's just one person.
Cross them J's.
And another person say, well, you crossed my boundary.
That's
just another person.
That's exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So
that's exactly how that shit went down.
People are saying you crossed their boundaries, and they even said, look, I forgave you for the boundaries that you crossed, but you might got to stop crossing boundaries. And this nigga say, well, because you forgave me, the boundary that I crossed no longer, that doesn't matter anymore because you forgave me. And see, that's a problem. Forgiveness doesn't absolve you from your responsibilities of what you've done in your past. I gave you grace for what you did, but what I experienced still happened. It doesn't invalidate the fact
Pegasus,
you
hold on. Pegasus really don't got time for our bullshit, y'all. So, we appreciate you for coming through, Pegasus. But that was really the main point. We were just Tea Time called out Edwin, and then we got this far only because to prove. Like, I feel like he's still just at this place where he's trying to prove himself right, and I think that's why you're here.
But sometimes, and what I've learned is that's why I was speaking to him, because I want him to actually get it, right? Where he doesn't have to be approached this way. Like, if you change some things, people won't even bring it up, right?
Right.
It will be dead.
Because it shows no pattern has changed, right? Exactly.
Right. So it's dead for me, and it's forgiven. And like I said, I don't want him to call me ever again moving forward. What time is it? It is 11:52. It's the 21st. Do not call me with this again, because I'm not coming on another platform. I'm not talking about it. It's dead in my life. Now, you can make it and leave it alone.
That confirms he did call her.
And not maybe. You just have to.
He's dead wrong, Everett.
He doesn't.
Hold on, y'all. So I'm writing. I'm listening and I'm writing. She said, don't ever call me again with this situation. Like, this situation.
I'm not coming back up.
I'm not coming to any more platforms about this situation. So.
Do that mean he can't call her?
Don't call me again, period. She just said don't call me about this situation.
No, that's why I'm with Duff. That's why I'm with Duff.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got to be direct. If y'all don't want nobody coming at y'all and stuff, be absolute with it. She wasn't absolute. She said, don't call me with this particular topic. She didn't say, don't call me, period.
Yeah, y'all got to listen and hear me. Another thing that I also saw and listened for. These are tea time words about crossing boundaries. She never chimed in when tea time said that. Respectfully. So, like, I'm listening and I'm waiting for opportunity. I want to, like, I'm reading some of the comments, but putting things in play and things that's playing out the way it happened, you got to take that for consideration. These are T times words. That woman never came in and said, and you crossed boundaries. She came in specifically talking about, I'm sick of this situation. And if you weren't here, people could not even bring this up on you. I'm going to go back and I'm going to listen again because the words matter. Words freaking matter. Because as she stated, the way it's going to be flipped in so many words, you shouldn't even be up here because this is the way it's going to happen. So I think a lot of what she's saying is true. A lot of what she's saying is happening.
But it sounds like she my friend just protected me and I'm still able to call her. If I was Edwin and I had Edwin's mind, then I would think, okay, I can still call her then because she ain't saying don't call her and she still protected me. She
I'm gonna have to
loved me.
agree. Yeah, I have to
This
agree. You
how
have to
Edwin
be.
think.
Yeah.
I'm
And
telling you
Yeah,
how Edwin think.
you have to be direct. You have to be
I'm going to
direct. You
continue to
can't
play, but
very
I'm going
direct.
by
okay.
Jim where we are right
Especially
now in the case.
with this
Uh,
type of allegations, you need to be very direct.
Yeah,
now,
Edwin,
don't get me wrong.
you
I
gotta do
still
better,
think
bro.
Actually,
Edwin is wrong for showing up at
Yeah,
oh,
he
he's
is.
wrong.
woman's
Dead
house
wrong.
unannounced. But I do also want to get to the 3-4 day phone conversation that made him even feel comfortable. Because if you were comfortable, if she wasn't, it's still a freaking problem. But I want the facts. So let me get back. I'm gonna record, I'm gonna rewind, and then I'm gonna come
Okay.
back to it without
Can,
interruptions. I'm gonna
Auntie,
get
can
to
I
it.
say this
Robbie,
before you play? Can I say this? Because somebody said is blocking him not absolute. Blocking him is absolute. However, blocking him and then continuing communicating with him is not. If you block somebody and you still communicate with them, then that's not absolute.
She
When
doesn't
you
communicate
right.
with him.
But it sounds like she didn't block him until after this
No,
live. She got
she
Well,
blocked
angry.
him. She blocked him. He
well,
called from a
also too.
different number, and she didn't
No,
know the
I'm just.
number. She has
But we
not
also
spoken with
gotta.
Edwin. They don't.
But
They
she
don't
should have
talk
never
at
even.
all.
Then I hope that she seeks
Mm,
legal advice because you are never
yeah, he
supposed
wrong if
to
he calling
talk
from
and
another
have in
number.
contact with anybody that you are putting that kind of allegations on. A legal professional will tell you that. I've seen somebody lose a case because of that exact same thing. She did. He was doing what she was saying. I witnessed some of it. She was doing. He was doing and harassing her. But whenever she would still continue any kind of contact, they dropped her case because they said we can't
Can I
figure
ask
out
can
if
I
this is
So,
legit or not.
can I ask the
okay,
ladies one
so
question? Can I
uh,
ask y'all one question? I- Is this like because I know it's creepy, right? But I think when they don't make the boundaries concrete, when they don't make it absolute, then I think it's kind of flattering to them. What y'all think? Is that wrong for me to say or ask? Is it flattering? Do y'all think it's flattering to her that this man is kind of
Well, we can't.
overextending
No,
himself?
no, it's
I
not
haven't heard
flattering
enough for
because
it
It's
to be
not flattering
flattering.
to
it's not
me.
flattering because when it happened,
We
she
can't
did
insinuate
everything
that.
that
Yeah.
she
No,
did,
no, no. I'm
like,
asking a question. I'm not
I think
insinuating or
oh,
implying
No,
or
Yeah.
no.
alluding to anything. I'm
I
asking
don't
a
think
question.
I think she was
I can't
genuinely
tell.
creeped
yeah,
out.
yeah. I don't think she
Yeah.
I
was
believe
flattering. Yeah.
I believe she was genuinely creeped out by what he did, especially
Mm-hmm.
just popping up to my house without announcement after I told you I want to cut off any communication as it relates to business and I'm on live and you like, hey, I just brought you fruits and flowers. I know that was to me, it seems like it would be very creepy. But
Yeah, it
I
is
And
think
then
creepy.
that
knowing
the
that this
thing is,
man,
like Auntie Netra said and others stated, she didn't set a clear boundary. Even though you blocked, even though I answered from another number, you didn't set a clear boundary. When he called, you should have said, nigga, did I tell you never call my effing phone again? And click.
right?
Or
Yep.
even
And I would have
I would
called
have
the
went so
cops and
far as to
told them
change
he
my
did it.
number with somebody like that. I probably would have moved.
No, I
Honestly.
So
would have
now it
called.
makes
I
me
would have
feel
called
like
the cops and said, "Hey, he
so
called
now it
me.
makes
He
me
just
feel
tried to
I
like
would
call
have
me,
she
and
called
I
the
told
cops
him
trained.
not
too.
to."
Hold on, y'all.
But
One at a time. One at a time, please.
if he called from another number, he did wrong. He is a creep and he did
Yeah.
wrong. And I that's why I don't align myself with these dudes on
They
here. All
said
this.
she did move. She moved.
Yes, she
Yeah,
had
they
to
said she
move.
moved.
See,
Yeah, she had to
come
move,
on,
and
man.
yeah, he called her
How
from
did
a
he
You
get
different
her
probably
new
number.
are
how
you
did he
going
get
in
her
there
new
with
number?
Duffy? Because you're a juror. Are you finna go in? You and Duffy can go in the same room. I'm gonna
We
look
ain't,
at
we
it.
ain't around each
Yeah,
other.
I'm working on these tempers, but I can go in there. How did he get her new
You in the
did she
house?
change her number?
No, no, no. She didn't change her number. She just blocked him.
I
But when
just
he
woke up.
called, when
He
he
called
called
from a
I'm,
from the
different phone.
He
unknown
called.
number,
He
she
called from
then
a
came
different
up
number.
and spoke on behalf of him.
Right. We
Correct.
don't know. We don't know what he
And
said
then he
because
gave
when we
the
were in the live and T Time said what she said and he was like for whatever that situation came up and he was like, I'll call her right now. You want me to call her? I can call her. And then he went on Teacup came back. Then,
Kevin, I'm finna let you up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
then she
gonna
came back.
drop Kevin. I just wanted to ask that question. I'm in a whole nother room.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. Don't have to
Here's
be
the
Yeah, he could
kicked
have
now.
when Edwin
he could have
said,
put *67.
well, when Edwin said he was fixing to call her, he said, I still talk to her. She's probably at work. So we have to remember, y'all write down your notes so you won't forget. Because he stated, I'm about to call her. This was in clip 1. He said, in fact, she's probably at work. He said, I still talk to her. So I'm like one of the comment cousins said earlier, if you are afraid of someone, you don't still hold conversations with them. I know we're early into the clips. We still got my boss of bosses said a person can't be too scared of an individual when they continue to talk to them.
And that's
So
why I asked that question about the flattering. That's why
Yeah,
I asked the
you're right.
question.
they still
Right.
talk.
Real quick.
Right. And I understand it, but
Real
you'll hear
quick.
later on where they both stated that they haven't even spoken to each other in I don't know how long.
Okay.
So
Real
yeah,
quick, Kevin.
I don't know if he was trying to make it seem like that or what.
I'm not going to stay long. Good evening, everyone. And I was going to come up and say that. So glad you can come back in just a second. But Duff, I was going to agree with what Duffy was saying because I understood where his point was, but it's been cleared up now, meaning that if it wasn't specifically stated to that young lady to him about do not call me, when you lost your phone or your phone was damaged, you didn't know who was calling you. You had no phone numbers or none of that stuff. So to that person, hell, he didn't know why she didn't receive a call, or so he called. Maybe she got a bad number, wrong number. So he had no idea, or you wouldn't know that you're blocked from that person if you were not told. You blocking me doesn't mean I know that I'm blocked from your phone,
Right.
unless you specifically told me, hey, we're not going there. Do not call me. Do not reach out to me. Do not have any communication with me. I think that's where Duff was trying to go with it. You have to be clear when you tell someone those things because he had no idea. Probably. I'm not saying he did or didn't because I haven't heard everything. I'm just filling in because I came in at 4:00 last night listening. But I thought that's where Duffy was going at with it. You know what I'm saying? You have to, specifically say that to a person because they have no idea what's going on with your phone on your end, your numbers. The names don't show up no more. So hell, you don't answer all phone calls.
Yeah, y'all call it being mean. I call it being direct. You got to be direct. If not, then you leave too much
Open
ambiguity.
for
You leave too
interpretation.
much
Hell, I know I was
unknown.
blocked. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I just called from a different number. I figured something was wrong with that, or you didn't know, you didn't save it, or lost, or whatever. I had no idea. So I called from my other phone. It wasn't a burner. It was just, I had no idea. So my bad.
And I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 phones. This new phone, I refuse.
I got 2 phones.
I'm gonna save everybody's number. I just have it. It's just too much. I got 1,000 phone numbers, if no more. And so I do it. I done block people over here, and they get in over here. Like, I won't know it's them until they fucking call over here. Or, excuse my French, but something has to let me know. But I block people on this line, and they call me on this one. It is what it is. So,
Right, but understand this. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Netra. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I'm not making an excuse for him
Right.
at all, but I will say that is a good point that he could have had a second phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying it's a
Right,
possibility.
but so I'm saying, why would he call from a different number? Why wouldn't he call from his phone number if he didn't know that he wasn't blocked?
Because hear me out. We do want to acknowledge that he was on live. So if I'm on live on this phone and I say, hold on, let me call Mermaid. That's my friend anyway. I'm not going to pause this live to call Mermaid. I'm going to pick up this phone. So I'm not making excuses, but we don't know if that number's blocked over there and he called from the line over here. So, or did he drop? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Those are questions I don't know. I do want to hear them say that they haven't talked. That's the only way you can determine that. Because as of right now, with the information that we have listened to, Edwin stated they're friends. She came up and said, I'm here to talk to my friends.
Right. Wow.
These aren't words we making up. This is what we're hearing in 4K. If I had to go on the information that I have right now, it's a friend looking out for a friend because